First, mathematically speaking, anything could become a black hole. If you were to compress it into a small enough space. That's right, you, me, this camera, everything in the universe has what is known as a Schwarzschild radius, a tiny, tiny amount of space that, were you to collapse the entire mass of the object into, its density would be so great that its gravitational pull would be so great that not even light could escape from it. You would have a black hole. If you were to compress Mount Everest into something smaller than a nanometer, you would have a black hole. And if you were to compress the entire Earth down to the size of a peanut, you would have a black hole. But fortunately for us, there is no known way to compress Everest or Earth in that fashion. But a star, many, many, many times larger than our own sun, has a much larger Schwarzschild radius, and when it runs out of fuel and can no longer keep itself hot enough, it collapses to a single infinitesimally small point known as a singularity.
But compared to either flavor of black hole, a star still has substantial size, and one that gets too close to any black hole can be disrupted via tides. In March 2011, astronomers witnessed just such an event. In a distant galaxy, a star apparently got too close to a black hole and was torn apart by the ferocious tides. As the star was disrupted, it flared into brightness, momentarily blasting out 1 trillion times the sun's energy. That's how we were able to see it, even though it was several billion light years away.
Black holes aren't always destructive. Scientists say we can use them for space travel plus other power instead of like nuclear or solar. Although most people believe that there's a tunnel in the middle of a black hole, it's really mass that is compressed infinitely. The way you die in a black hole is that the gravity is so strong that the closer you get, the more dense it gets because it all swells into a small little dot, and it's so dense in gravity at that point that you get stretched out. It's called spaghettification, and you basically become nothing. Black holes determine the amount of stars in a galaxy. Black holes affect gas clouds and element formation produced in